Good morning, everyone. I am currently recording without a phone stand because my phone stand completely broke. I tried to get like a cheap one so that I didn't have to spend a lot of money, but it ended up biting me in the butt. Luckily, it was only like $6 though, so it's okay. But let me just show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm setting you up on like my makeup organizer, but this is what it was. It is like this, and you like open it like this. You can turn the head, whatever. You can lift this up like really far, and then here's a little like button here that you can like click and turn it on with. And then these were the feet, but as you'll see in a second. Oh no! It completely fell off while I was recording. So now I can't stand it up. And also, I already had another incident here. This is supposed to, I hot glued this because I was trying to keep it, it's supposed to, like, go like this so you can put your phone in here. And this just completely, like, broke off. So I tried hot gluing it. Safe to say, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to throw this one away for sure. So bear with me. I'm gonna be trying to set this phone up in like various places around my house. But today I'm really excited because something you might not know about me is that I love to garden, and I currently actually have an entire garden plan for this year, this spring and like summer kind of growing season. And I've already actually planted garlic I guess in the fall last year, because it's supposed to like grow over winter and like through the frost. So that's currently in my garden right now. And so this is what my garden looks like currently. I have 4 different areas where I'm going to plant some vegetables, and this little garden box I made myself actually last summer. And that's where the garlic is, and I'll be putting carrots next to it and just all sorts of yummy vegetables. I'm so excited for this year because I get to grow so many new things that I've never grown before, and I wanted to take you guys along on kind of like an ongoing growing, I guess, series. I don't know, but today is like the official first day of like getting seeds and stuff like that. It is still only March, but I want to get ahead. I want to jump the gun and kind of get the seeds before anybody else can, because sooner or later people are going to start being like, whoa, we need to start getting our seeds, and they're going to be all sold out. So I can't have that. I need to get them now while my mind is already on it and before everybody else can. So I actually, fun fact, went to the dollar store the other day. Okay, this isn't a fun fact, but it's just something that happened. I went to the dollar store the other day, and I was looking for like something for a party I was throwing, because I was like, they have cheap like tablecloths and all sorts of stuff there. And I was in the garden section just cause, and I saw that they had seeds there, and it was like 4 for $1, and I was like, okay, what? But at the same time I was like, okay, don't get drawn in because this is not what I'm here for. But I was like, I'm gonna keep that in a mental note and come back later and see if like any of those are something that I want. And I looked it up at home because I was like, are dollar store seeds even good? And people were like, yeah, they're great. Like, I've had nothing but success with them, and like they have great germination and just like great harvest, great yield and that kind of thing. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there today and see what I can find there of like the list of things that I wanted to get. Because I saw carrots there, and I would assume there's probably lettuce there because that's a very common seed to just like sell anywhere. Lettuce, carrots, tomatoes, that kind of thing. And so we're gonna see if they have anything on my list there, and then get that stuff for really cheap. And then the rest of the stuff I'm gonna get at Home Depot. I'm not doing seeds for every single plant in my garden because some of them just take a really long time to actually germinate. Like, I would have had to start them indoors like a few weeks ago, and I don't have the space for that, so I was like, we'll just get a started plant, and Home Depot has those, and we've gotten them over the years, so it's like, I'll just get those, but not right now because it's still a little bit too soon, and I don't actually think they have them currently because it's still pretty much winter. But anyways, with that being said, we're gonna head to the dollar store, and and see what we can find. Okay, so far we're in the seed area, and so far I've found spinach and basil, and those were the exact ones that I had on my list, so we're scoring. I'm gonna keep looking. Okay, so right now I have squash, spinach, basil, and carrots. These are all the ones that I wanted, so hey! 4 for $125 is crazy. They have a really nice variety of stuff, like cantaloupes, carrots, all sorts of stuff. They even have watermelon down here. That's crazy. And corn, like, that's so tempting, but I don't have any space for it. I think I'm gonna get these beans as well. I now have 5 seeds, but it's okay, because that's what I needed. Okay, so we just finished up in the dollar store. I got my seeds. I'm very, very happy with the selection that I got. They had quite a few seeds, as you could see. So we're gonna head over to Home Depot now and finish up getting the seeds there. So we made it to Home Depot, and I'm gonna head inside, and I'm hoping that they have all the seeds that I need. The rest of, I was on the Home Depot website, and so I saved them off of that. So I know that they have them, but I don't know if they have them in my location. I'm just gonna hope that they do, and we shall see. One thing that's making me nervous is that the seeds are like right in the front where like the counters are and like the checkout and everything like that, so I don't think I'm gonna get that many videos of like me talking about them, but I could also do like a voiceover or whatever, and I'll just give you some clips. We'll see if I can get that, but yeah, so we're gonna head in now and see what we can find. Okay, so there's an entire difference between the dollar store and Home Depot. This is an entire wall, and that's not it, girl. An entire other side. That's crazy. So I have so much to pick from, and I'm a little bit overstimulated, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. And now I'm just trying to figure out what the heck I need. Good thing I have a list, otherwise I'd be lost. I forgot how beautiful and amazing Home Depot is around this time of year, because I'm in like their plant house section. It's so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. I love it. So I ended up finding lettuce, and that was the last thing that I needed to find. My dumb butt thought that I needed to find more, and I totally could have gotten a better lettuce at the dollar store, because they had more of the one that I wanted rather than this one, because they didn't actually have the one that I saw online here. So I had to end up getting a different one, but it's fine. I'm gonna try it out. You know, the last year I did like some Black Simpson lettuce, and it was not good. It was like very stocky. I want more of like a head of lettuce. That's why I was going for like green leaf, but it says it's salad bowl lettuce, and that's what I use them for anyways, salads and stuff like that. So we'll try it out this year. We'll see if it works. Maybe I'll end up going back to the dollar store later at a different day and getting the other one to try it, but we'll see. You know, this is why we try stuff out. This is why we plant things and see how they grow. We got everything that we needed, and I'm gonna head home now, and I'm so excited that I spent pretty much nothing on these seeds. I'm so excited. But I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go outside really quick to the plant house area. This is a plant house, but outside is like their full stuff. I'm gonna see if they have the tomato and pepper plants that I was thinking of getting. Sorry for the noise, what the heck. I forgot Home Depot is so crazy loud. But we're gonna look out there and just see if they have them, just so I know for future. I'm not gonna buy them now, but you know. Okay, so they don't have any plants out right now. It just kind of looks like this. It's just pretty much fertilizer and stuff like that. So we're gonna check out and meet you back at home. This is honestly the best time of year. The birds are chirping, and it's so nice and breezy outside. I'm so excited for spring, and I cannot wait to start planting. Everybody seems like so happy, and I love it so much. Alrighty, so seeds completely secure, and we're gonna head home, and I'm just gonna give you an overall show. I know you've already seen them, but just gonna give you a little in-depth kind of thing of what I'm gonna do with them. I love this time of year. Like I was just saying, this dude was just like walking in Home Depot whistling. Like, it's so cute. And he's a good old man. He's so cute, but he's just got his hands in his pockets whistling on the way into Home Depot. Like, what is cuter than that? I love springtime. And like over here, if you see like here, they've got all sorts of plants out here. They blocked off the entire part of the parking lot to put that kind of stuff in there. And it's just like, I love it. And when we were outside, I don't know if you could hear, but there were birds chirping. There were also birds chirping inside the store, but like that's to be expected because it's like, it's Home Depot. But it's like so cute. I love Home Depot. And I'm not like a Home Depot girl. Like I'm not like super into like projects. I mean, I kind of am, but like not like that. I don't go very often. But when I am in there, I'm like, I could get used to Home Depot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so cute. Anyway, who calls Home Depot cute? Me. But that's weird. Anyways, I'm not even kidding. I just went to McDonald's to pick up my mom's daily Diet Coke because she's obsessed with it. Doesn't matter. The first guy was really sweet, but the second guy was so sweet. He literally was like, hey, Diet Coke for you today, and he just trying to make it look pretty. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm like, you do. Like, okay. Like, it just makes my day when people with the most simple jobs just find joy in every day. And it's just so sweet. There used to be this guy that worked at McDonald's at the very first window where you would give them your money. And he was like, how y'all doing today? Oh, I hope you're having a blessed day. And he was so sweet. And he was working at McDonald's. And, like, I feel like McDonald's definitely gets the rep of, like, nobody wants to actually work there, but they work there. But then, like, there's people like that are just, like, so happy. And it brightens up so many people's day. Literally, a smile goes so far. It's crazy. And I'm like, I'm so happy about that. Like, that is so, so sweet. And I love that. Like, he's so sweet. He's just trying to make it look pretty. And I hope you have an amazing day. It's like, I will. I hope you have an amazing day. All right, so we're out here in the garden, and I just wanted to kind of give you a little, like, view of what it's going to look like once we put all the seeds, or where the seeds are going, kind of. So in this first box right here, we are going to have tomatoes. We're going to have Roma tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and these little yellow pear-like tomatoes. We did the cherry tomatoes and pear tomatoes last year, and they were so good. So we're doing them again. And those are all going to be already seeded ones that I'm getting from Home Depot. And then right here is going to be our bean garden. We're going to have our pole beans in here. I'm going to try my best to find a good, like, what's it called? Arch thing for them to grow up, because last year we had poles. Well, the last 2 years we had poles just sticking up. And they got so tangled and jumbled at the top, and it was really hard to find the beans. So we're gonna do something different this year. I'm gonna try to find a better, like, climbing thing for them. And then back in this area over here, that's where I'm gonna have my zucchini and my spinach. And those are both new for us this year, along with the Roma tomatoes. But that's gonna be really, really fun. That was one year where I put my lettuce, and it just was too big of a space for the amount of lettuce that we had. It was just like, so I'm gonna put, and I know that zucchini grows a lot, so it needs a bigger amount of space, and spinach is pretty big too, so that's the reasoning for that. And then this last one over here is going to be our pepper plants, and we're just gonna have bell peppers this year. Last year we tried bell pepper and lunchbox peppers, as well as some banana peppers, and I believe it was because of our soil, they just did not do good. But this year I'm having a lot better soil. I made a compost pile, and we're going to use that this year. I've got so many, like, things going on this year, and I'm so, so excited. Over in this box here, which I made myself, I already have my garlic growing here. You can see it's starting to sprout. Oh my goodness. These are dying, but, like, that's normal. Like, that's supposed to happen because all the nutrients is now going to the bulbs. Like, you can still see the green here. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And I'm so excited for those to be ready and done. And then on this side, I'm gonna do my carrots because I don't think we're gonna need a lot of carrots. We don't eat a ton of carrots, but maybe we might start. If these are really, really good, we might be starting to eat tons of carrots. But yeah, I was just planning maybe go small, but I might also change it up. And if I think that maybe we should be eating more carrots, maybe I'll, instead of putting my spinach in there, I'll put it in here with this, because I don't need a ton of spinach. We don't eat spinach as much. So I might move some things around, but for now, this is the plan. I'm of course going to talk to my family and like see what they think, because they're also going to be eating this stuff too. So it's like, you know, might as well ask. That's the plan for now, and I'm really, really excited to get started. We're not going to be planning anything until like April, May, kind of. But just getting all the stuff early is what I was wanting to do. So yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I was heading inside and there's a package on my door. It's my new phone. It was supposed to come tomorrow. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. I'm opening this right now. Okay, so we're getting a little bit close and personal because my phone is currently transferring to my other phone that I just got. So we're doing this on my iPad, and every once in a while I need to tap them to make sure that they don't shut off. And it's gonna take about 2 hours, so we're gonna have to be using this in the meantime. But I have my bag of goodies here, and I'm gonna show you everything all over again. Okay, so the last one that you saw, I got my lettuce, and this one says that it'll take 45 days till harvest, and so that's really exciting. I like the little things down here that kind of tell you where your zone is and kind of what, like when it's gonna be, when it should be sown, because then I can kind of compare it to my personal schedule that I made, and see if it's right or not. And for me, it says April to May, and August to September is when you can, the green is when you can do it. So, and then we've got our carrots. And this is so awesome because these were the exact kinds that I had. The Scarlet Nantes, I think that's how you say it, I don't know, but that's, yeah, and it was the exact one that I found online on Home Depot, but then I found it for way cheaper. And so this one says March to August. Oh, duh. Yeah. Okay. It's literally March right now. I don't know why yeah. Okay. I don't know why I like zoned out, like completely thought that was wrong. Okay. I was like, yep. We're planting this in the fall? No. You can do it from March to August. So never mind. I'm so excited about these. Oh, and they say that they will days to maturity, meaning like harvest, 65 to 70 days. So I'm actually going to plant, this is on my schedule. These were the next thing to plant after my garlic. So I had the order of planting, and it was garlic, which I planted in the fall, like I said, and then carrots were next. So this is going to be planted very, very soon, actually. And then we've got our basil, and this was also the exact same one that I found. It was the Sweet Italian. So awesome. I'm so excited. And this also says March to August, which is what I had down, so I can actually plant this at the same time as that. The reason that I didn't say that this was going to go in any of the garden out there is because this is going to go in its own little pot, because I don't need too much of it, and I would like to have it in a little pot, just be like, pinch them off, and like, just so fun. Okay, my beans, they're pole beans, and like I said, I'm going to try to find like a trellis or something to put them on, and kind of more of an arch trellis, because they were hard to harvest last year because they were all jumbled at the top of the poles. So, oh, and then these can also be planted March to August. So actually we could be doing these earlier, but you know, we'll see. I might just stick to my own schedule that I made. And then we have our spinach. This is the Bloomsdale long standing spinach. It's also March to August. It's crazy, they're like all the same, but yeah, I'm probably gonna stick to my schedule. And then the last one we have is zucchini.
and summer squash zucchini. I originally was looking for like a black, I can't remember the variety, it was like black something, but they didn't have it there. But I was like, cheap, so I'm getting these. And I did like my research, like what's the best, and they gave me a few options, and dark green was also one of them. So I was like, okay, might as well just get these. So then these ones have 50 days to maturity, and then they can also be planted in March to August. So yeah, that's our little seed haul. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I cannot wait till we start planting, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with that. And I'm also gonna be looking for a better tripod, because I really do need one of those. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends!